Happy 4th of July from the east side of St. Louis as the Evansville Otters meet up with the Gateway Grizzlies for the third and final game of a three-game weekend series, 4th of July weekend series with their West Division rivals here in Sauget, Illinois. My name is Ryan Brown, once again wishing you a very happy 4th of July, and we hope to bring you over the next 3 or so hours some more of America's pastime in the Frontier League and the continuation of the 2021 Frontier League regular season. We welcome you to the Evansville Otters pregame show as the Otters look to take their 25th game of the season and the rubber match of this three-game set with the Grizzlies. Last night, the Otters got off to a quick 5-0 start, but saw the Gateway Grizzlies fight back and grab a 6-5 win, evening the weekend series over at GCS Credit Union Ballpark here in Sauget, Illinois. Dakota Phillips opened a monster game with a 2-run homer down the line in right, scoring Elijah McNamee in the top of the second, which put the Otters up 2-0. Phillips continued his offensive onslaught with a bases-clearing 3-run double in the top of the third, pushing the Otters' lead to 5-zip. The Grizzlies, however, responded in the bottom half of that frame as Ty Moore hit a solo shot to right, bringing Gateway within 4. Tim Holdgrafer, the Otters starter, allowed his only other run of the night in the bottom of the 6th when Connor Owings collected a 2-out RBI with a single to center field, tightening Evansville's lead to 3, 5-2. Justin Lewis came on to begin the bottom of the 7th, and after striking out the first batter he faced, Lewis would walk 2 batters with a fly out between the 2 free passes. Lewis was then lifted for Taylor Wright, who gave up a game-tying 3-run, 2-out home run to Andres Regno, his second dinger in as many nights. The score was then tied in the bottom of the 7th, and going into the bottom of the 8th, the Grizzlies managed to push across the go-ahead run after Nick Rotola singled to lead off the inning. He reached second on a stolen base, but the throwdown skipped into center field, allowing Rotola to advance to third. After an uncorked wild pitch, Rotola would score from third base to give the Grizzlies a 6-5 lead, and that score would hold for the final as the Otters managed to get the tying run aboard in the top of the 9th off Grizzlies closer Jeff Bramblett, but could not get him around home. Gateway reliever Carter Hayes earned the win, while Taylor Wright took a tough luck loss. Bramblett, by the way, earned his second save of the season. But attentions turn quickly. And luckily, we have 4th of July baseball for the Otters to take an opportunity, perhaps, and win the series. Hopefully taking 2 of 3 from the Gateway Grizzlies as we celebrate the birth of the United States of America here on Independence Day, the gateway to America's West. Briefly, we step aside on the Evansville Otters pregame show, and when we return, lineups and first pitch from Sauget, Illinois. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
And keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Welcome back to the Evansville Otters pregame show in Sauget, Illinois on the 4th of July. The Otters square off against their West Division rivals, the Gateway Grizzlies, in the third and final meeting of this three-game Independence Day weekend series. It also turns out to be the rubber match after the Otters dropped Game 2 of the series by a 6-5 final last night. They're hoping to win another series this year and improve their Frontier League-leaning best 24-10 record. And to do it, they'll turn to a lineup that consists of the following. Leading off will be the center fielder and left-handed hitting Miles Gordon, to be followed by the right-handed hitting shortstop Andrew Penner. Batting third, Otters second baseman, number 45, J.R. Davis. And cleaning up their left-handed hitting third baseman tonight, Riley Crane. In the 5 spot, it's the right fielder, Elijah McNamee. And behind him, in the 6th spot, Dakota Phillips, the left-handed hitting first baseman, who gets his third consecutive night off from catching duties. 7, 8, 9 for the Otters will be Bryce Denton in left, Josh Henderson, the left-handed hitting designated hitter, and Justin Felix working behind the backstop and batting ninth. On the mound for the Otters is the University of Southern Indiana product, Austin Gossman, making his, count it, 4th start of the season, his 5th overall appearance. Getting to match up against the Grizzlies for the second time, his first meeting since his professional debut back on June 16th. He goes up against a Grizzlies lineup that managed to score 6 runs off the Otters last night, 4 off the Otters bullpen as they rallied late to steal Game 2 of the Independence Day weekend series. That lineup looks like this. Tyler Moore, left-handed hitting DH, leads off, to be followed by the left-handed hitting second baseman Jay Prather. Chase Vallo hits third, and cleaning up is catcher Andres Regno. Dustin Woodcock, left-handed hitting center fielder, bats 5th. Nick Rottola, left fielder, in the 6th spot. And then batting from the left side of the plate, third baseman Connor Owings. Justin Jones bats 8th. They'll play over at shortstop. And rounding out the order in the 9 hole is the right fielder, left-handed hitting Dylan Jones. We step aside on the Evansville Otters pregame show. When we return, first pitch on Independence Day.
Its newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Happy 4th of July, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good day. The sun's shining, the Otters are rolling, and look to continue our winning ways out here in Gateway.
A happy 4th of July message from the Otters leadoff batter, Miles Gordon, as we're just about ready for Independence Day baseball on the east side of the Mississippi River. Miles Gordon, Andrew Penner, and J.R. Davis will lead off 1, 2, 3 for the Otters against the Southpaw, the Gateway Grizzlies, Jordan Barrett. The Otters looking to win their 25th game of the season, improve their record to 25 and 10 and take the rubber match of this 3-game Independence Day weekend set. My name is Ryan Brown. Thank you so much for joining me on your 4th of July. Hope you're enjoying a hot dog or hamburger out by the back patio, a little barbecue grill going. And what better way to celebrate the nation's birthday than with her favorite pastime, baseball. Frontier League 2021 variety baseball, as the Otters have been rolling along on the Ohio River for most of the year. Out in Evansville, they get to play this 3-game weekend series, the conclusion of which is tonight on the banks of the Mississippi just outside St. Louis. Last night was a heartbreaker for the Otters. They looked to rebound following a 6-5 finale where the Gateway Grizzlies managed to score 6 unanswered runs against the Otters, who collected only 1 hit following the 3rd inning. The hero in last night's game, or the would-be hero, would have been Dakota Phillips for the Otters, who drove in 5 runs on a home run and a double in his first 2 at-bats. However, the rest of the lineup wasn't able to get it going off of stingy Grizzlies pitching following those first 3 innings. They really bared down, did the Grizzlies, and gave the Otters bats fits to work with. We'll see if they can start their Independence Day afternoon just a little bit better. They certainly hope so. They'll have something of a tough task ahead of them in the left-hander Jordan Barrett, who sports a 1-3 record with a .603 earned run average, but don't let that ERA fool you. He can pull off an excellent outing like his previous one, which we'll tell you about in just a moment. But first pitch to Miles Gordon, who takes a strike on the inside part of the plate. He showed bunt. He pulled back, but the fastball was in there, said home plate umpire Kevin Wilkie. Over by first, Dave Van Zummeren, and over at third, Chris Dykman. The wind in the 0-1 to Gordon. A swing and a miss behind the fastball, 0-2. In Sauget, Illinois, 88 degrees and sunny. Beautiful weather on the 4th of July. Wind blowing in from straightaway center field. Might make it a little bit tougher to reach that short porch and right. The 0-2. And it's lifted out toward left field. Miles Gordon, plenty of hustle, and the left fielder, Nick Rotola, as he approaches the line underneath it, makes the catch for the first out of the ballgame. Defensive alignment for the Gateway Grizzlies. Rotola just made that catch in left. Dustin Woodcock is over in center. Dylan Jones in right concludes the 3 outfielders tonight. Around the horn, it's Connor Owings, Justin Jones, and Jay Prather. And over at first, it's Chase Vallo catching. Jordan Barrett, Andres Regno, who is homered in the first 2 games of this series, by the way. First pitch to Andrew Penner. That misses outside, 1-0 to the Otters shortstop Penner. 2 for 9 in the series, a run driven in and a walk for the former Washington Wild Thing. Barrett with the 1-0. And underneath it, there's a cut. Foul tip into the catcher Andres Regno's mitt. 1 ball and 1 strike on Penner, who's played well since he's coming over from the Washington Wild Things. Good 2-strike hitter. The 1-1 is ripped out toward left. Rotola on his horse to his right. He gets there. And it's a line drive out for out number 2 of the ballgame. Seeing a little action early on is Nick Rotola. He scored the winning run of last night's game. He got aboard via a base hit in the bottom of the 8th, stole second, throwing error that skipped into center field, allowed him to advance to third, and then scoring from just 90 feet away was Rotola on a wild pitch. Here comes J.R. Davis, the first pitch to him. Fastball taken out toward right field, a sinking liner, and coming on is the right fielder Dylan Jones, who makes a shoestring grab for a 1-2-3 top of the first. We head to bottom of inning number 1, Evansville nothing, Gateway coming to bat. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named the world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Welcome back to the east side of St. Louis. Bottom of the first inning, Austin Gossman, the University of Southern Indiana product, on the mound for the Otters, making the fourth start of his professional career. His first three, you could call them a trio of doozies. He has been excellent on the mound for the Otters, now making his fifth appearance. First time he faces off against the Gateway Grizzlies since his pro debut. He remembers this team well. The first pitch to Ty Moore, the left-handed hitting designated hitter, is up and away with the fastball. 1 ball, no strikes on Ty Moore, who homered in the ballgame last night off Tim Holdgrafer, who continued a string of good Otters rookie pitching. 1-0 is grounded back up toward the middle, right side of second base and to the right of J.R. Davis into center field for a leadoff single. Austin Gossman comes in with a record of 2-1, a stellar earned run average through his first 4 appearances, 0.38. He has only allowed 1 earned run in 23 1/3 innings of work. That 1 earned run came in his last outing against the Florence Yalls, where he took a very tough luck loss in a 1-0 final. First pitch now over toward the second baseman, Jay Prather, who also bats left-handed, fouled off to the left, out of play. Defensive alignment for the Otters, Bryce Denton in left, Miles Gordon in center, Elijah McNamee in right. Riley Crane is over at the hot corner. Andrew Penner in the 6 hole. Over at second is J.R. Davis, and playing at first, Dakota Phillips. 0-1 ground ball through the right side of the infield with Phillips holding the runner aboard. There was a big hole on that side, and it skips into right field for back-to-back singles to begin the Grizzlies' half of the ballgame. Catching Gossman, Justin Felix, who peers down toward the Otters' dugout. See if they will want to put any signs on here with the runners at first and second. Felix out of the crouch, signals to his infield. Now it's Chase Vallo to bat. Right-handed hitting first baseman. He's 1 for 6 in the series. 4 strikeouts and a couple of free passes issued to the former first-round pick of the Kansas City Royals back in 2014. Runners at first and second, nobody out. First pitch is inside to Vallo. Grizzlies trying to tag Gossman early. He gave up only 1 run through 7 1/3 innings against the Florence Yalls back on Tuesday, June 29th. 1 run was via a home run, as the 1-0, Vallo can't catch up to it, 1-1, was driven in by Joe Lytle on a home run. Just 3 hits through those 7 1/3 innings, and how about a fine strikeout to walk ratio building upon it with 8 Ks and no free passes. That total right now on the season, 25 strikeouts, just 2 walks. A breaking ball, nearly going down to a knee. To swing for it is Chase Vallo. He comes up empty. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Grizzlies' first baseman, Vallo. Playing baseball on the 4th of July, Austin Gossman. And a bit of the pressure cooker here. Here comes the 1-2 from Gossman. A ground ball, hot shot to third, over to J.R. Davis at second, and on to first. Follow doesn't run all that well. It's a nice 5-4-3 around the horn double play. Now 2 are down with a runner at third. The bottom of the first, score still 0-0 as the cleanup batter Andres Regno stands in, and he is about as dangerous a bat that the Grizzlies have right now. He is 2 for 7 in the series, but both of those hits, home runs. First pitch to Regno, in there for a strike, 0-1. Regno hit a 3-run, game-tying home run last night in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tied the game at 5 and allowed the Grizzlies to come back and score a 6th run, which will be a winning run back in the bottom of the 8th of last night's ball game. The 0-1 misses out, 1-1 now on Regno, the former Kingsport Met. 2 home runs, 5 runs driven in the series. Also a free pass. High chopper to short. Penner over to Phillips. And thanks to a 5-4-3 DP and that 6-3 ground ball, some nice magic tricks from Austin Gossman to get out of the bottom of the first after allowing the first 2 to reach via base hits. Scoreless. Top of the 2 on its way. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network. 0-0 our score here in Sauget, Illinois.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
And get cash back. That's right. Get a great low rate on your mortgage loan and get $500 cash back. Apply at Heritage Federal Credit Union, where the mortgage loans are sweet and the service can't be beat. Get your $500 cash back today at your local HFCU branch or apply online at hfcu.info/mortgages.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Top 2, 0-0 our score. Heart of the order due up for the Evansville Otters. It's Riley Crane, Elijah McNamee, and Dakota Phillips. Facing the left-hander Jordan Barrett, who pitched a 1-2-3 top half of the first. Thanks to a couple of fly balls and a nice play on a line drive by the left fielder Nick Rotola. First pitch to Riley Crane, in there for a strike, 0-1. Crane, the Evergreen, Colorado native. The 0-1, that misses outside with the fastball, does Barrett. 1-1, the count now. Barrett, his last game came on June 27th, this past Tuesday. He went 6 innings, allowed 2 runs, both earned on 6 hits, 9 strikeouts, and a walk. The 1-1, perhaps a little cutter there from Jordan Barrett, misses outside, 2 balls, 1 strike on the Otters cleanup batter, Riley Crane. Playing over at third base today. They've been getting Phillips's bat in the lineup while Christopher Pujols has gotten some time off as well at third. 2-1. There was a high fastball. Crane offers at it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Crane 2 for 9, has picked up a base hit in the first 2 games of this 3-game Independence Day weekend set short road trip for the Otters. The 2-2. And he swings and misses at the offering from Jordan Barrett. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's good enough to punch out the Otters cleanup batter Crane. 1 down in the top of the 2nd. Elijah McNamee will then stand in. He enters now with the 5th best batting average in the Frontier League. He's gone 4 for 7 through the first 2 games of the series. He's been on base a total of 6 times through the first 2. Also mixed in a walk and a hit by pitch. First pitch to McNamee, and on a little half swing, they'll say he did offer as they appeal down to the first base umpire, Dave Van Zummeren. Makes you wonder if Van Zummeren thought the pitch should have been a called strike. The wind in the 0-1. That misses out. Regno grabbing it with the last 2 inches of the catcher's mitt. Grizzlies wearing baby blue jersey tops, while Otters in their dark blues. 1-1 ground ball to the left side, and it eats up the shortstop, Justin Jones. The throw over to first, though, is good enough to get McNamee after the recovery. 2 are gone in the top of the 2nd inning. Otters, mentioned earlier, had struggled to put offense on the board after the 3rd inning of last night's game. They picked up 1 hit only from the 3rd inning onward. And Jordan Barrett has retired the first 5 Otters he's faced. Lefty on lefty matchup now as Dakota Phillips stands in. First pitch. That missed low, perhaps inside also on Phillips. Comes in leading the club with 7 home runs. He's driven in a grand total of 31 ribbies. His home run total with 7 ties him for 5th in the league. The RBI count good for 3rd best with 31 ribbies. In his last 10 games, by the way, Phillips, how about he's hitting .382. He's driven home 15 runs, belting 4 homers as well. Here comes the 1-1 breaking ball from Barrett. A big swing and a miss from Phillips. 1-2 on the Otters' first baseman, Phillips. Phillips 4 for 7 in the series. He's homered twice, back-to-back ball games, driven in 7, also a double. The wind and the 1-2. Fastball misses just off the plate. Good take from Phillips. 2 balls and 2 strikes. They went with the breaking ball. They got the swing on it to get Phillips to 2 strikes, and then the fastball outside. A good take from Phillips. Wonder if they'll go back off speed. Here comes the 2-2 with 2 out. Indeed it is. And indeed, yes he does, says Kevin Wilkie on a half swing from Dakota Phillips. It's a full swing in Wilkie's eyes. 2 punch-outs in the inning for Jordan Barrett. He's retired the first 6 Otters he's faced. Bottom of the 2nd, 0-0 our score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Bottom of the second inning from Sauget, Illinois. Dustin Woodcock, Nick Rottola, and Connor Owings. 5, 6, and 7 for the Grizzlies. They plated a couple of base hits in the bottom of the first inning. Nothing overly hit hard off Austin Gossman. A couple of ground balls snuck through the infield. But Gossman able to work his way out of it on a third ground ball, which went 5-4-3 for a double play. First pitch, a called strike on Woodcock. And then a ground ball to the shortstop, Andrew Penner, was good enough to get Gossman out of the inning without allowing a run to score of any variety. 0-1. It's taken well out toward right field. Going back is McNamee at the track. A leaping grab right in front of the wall. Elijah McNamee takes away extra bases and possibly with that short porch in right along with the short wall, a home run for Woodcock. It's a fly out to the right fielder McNamee. Go ahead and put a gold star by that one. Nick Rottola will now step into the right-handed batter's box. Arguably the first hard-hit ball off Gossman tonight. And he pulls this pitch, the first one he sees, foul of third. Rottola, 4 for 8 in the series. He scored the winning run last night on a wild pitch. He's driven in a run, had 2 stolen bases last night's game, so the Otters are going to want to keep him off base. 0-1, ground ball to Penner. A double pump and a high throw and over the head of the first baseman, Phillips. And a lucky bounce will send it right back to Phillips, so Rottola won't even think about rounding first and heading for second. He's aboard with a one-out error, I guess you could call it, on the shortstop, Penner. The high throw, Phillips left all he could. It was still well over his head, well over his glove. And the Otters are going to have to work around an error here in the bottom of the second. See if Gossman can help out his infield. He faces the left-handed hitting Connor Owings. First pitch, outside part of the plate, 0-1 on Owings. This series, he's 1 for 7. He's driven in a run. He's also drawn a walk. Owings, formerly of Coastal Carolina. He was a part of that 2016 College World Series winning Coastal Carolina team. He takes a pitch low and away, 1-1. He is one of 2 College World Series alumni. College World Series winning alumni on the club. Believe it or not, as the 1-1 misses in. In addition to Connor Owings, Ty Moore, the leadoff batter in the order, who led off the Grizzlies' offensive day with a base hit in the bottom of the first, won the 2013 College World Series with UCLA. As the 2-1 is fouled back to the netting. 2-2. So there are a couple of batters in this Grizzlies lineup that have come up in big situations before. Played in big games. Definitely a valuable experience, I'm sure, for the both of them. Connor Owings also as we've mentioned earlier in the series, brother of former Arizona Diamondback and current Colorado Rocky, Chris Owings. Gossman set the 2-2. And he picks up a called third strike on the slider. Backdoors it and gets Owings looking for the second out. A baseball oddity, you could call it, if not a statistical oddity in its own right. Gossman struck out 8 batters in his last game against the Florence Yalls on Tuesday, June 29th. All 8 batters he struck out looking. All 8. He had that good slider of his working. Just kept dropping it in on right-handers like a hammer. First pitch, fastball, inside part of the plate, called a strike by home plate umpire Kevin Wilkie. As Justin Jones, the shortstop, stands in. Right-handed hitter raised his arms as that pitch looked like it was going to be inside on him. Gossman, though, catches the outer black. 0-1 ripped out toward left field. Bryce Denton giving chase and diving to his knees. He makes the grab for the final out of the inning. A pretty play by Bryce Denton helps Austin Gossman work around a 1-out error for a scoreless bottom of the second. Zip, zip on the east side of St. Louis. Top of the third inning coming up. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named a world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
First pitch to Bryce Denton in the top of the third inning is ripped back up toward the middle, right side of second base into right center field. Bryce Denton aboard to lead off the top of the third inning. Otters looking for a little bit of offense, helping to pick up their starter, Austin Gossman, who's thrown 2 scoreless. But Jordan Barrett, the southpaw for the Grizzlies, not making it all that easy on them. Bryce Denton aboard with the Otters' first hit of the ball game. Once again, 0-0 our score. Josh Henderson, left-handed hitting designated hitter, stands in. He'll be followed by Justin Felix. 7, 8, 9 were due up for the Otters. And there's a throw over to first. Bryce Denton back standing. Jordan Barrett, who last pitched against the Otters when Gateway came to visit Evansville on June 15th. He threw 5 innings, allowed 2 runs, both earned. 5 hits. He issued 3 walks, but struck out 10. The first pitch to Josh Henderson is fouled back to the netting, 0-1. Baseball on the 4th of July. Number of fans sporting Grizzlies blue and Cardinals red here at GCS Credit Union Ballpark. Probably enjoying a hot dog, a hamburger, maybe a nice cool Budweiser as well on the 4th of July. The 0-1 misses high, 1-1. Taking in America's pastime on her 245th birthday. Henderson facing Barrett. Lefty on lefty matchup. The 1-1 is a called strike, says Kevin Wilkie, who points toward the third base dugout with his right hand in the shape of a finger gun, if you will. Henderson down on the count, 1-2. Wind blowing in from right. They've got Denton picked off. The throw over to the first baseman. Believe that's Vallo. He throws over to the shortstop, covering at the bag at second as Denton tries to slide headfirst into the bag. However, the tag from Jones is well ahead of Denton racing toward the bag. The pickoff goes 1-3-6. One down, nobody aboard for Josh Henderson. Barrett with the wind, the 1-2. And reaching out to stay alive is Henderson. He does. Fouling it back toward the left side of the netting, out over the on-deck circle. Henderson was the last batter in the ball game last night. Put up a tough battle against a very good Grizzlies closer in Jeffrey Bramblett. The 1-2. Fastball misses high. Good take from Henderson. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll see if they try to go with the wipe away breaking ball on Henderson. Henderson battled all he could, but was struck out on a breaking ball from Bramblett to end the ball game last night. 2-2. He fights it off his hands. Fouls it away. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Otters were able to get 2 base runners in the inning, but one was cut down on what looked like could have been a passed ball off the catcher Andres Regno. However, he blocked it in front of home plate, threw down to second for the second out of the inning. Then John Schultz would walk with 2 out, bringing up Henderson. A chopper over the pitcher's mound. Henderson runs well, barehanded by the second baseman, Prather, and on to first. And they got him, say first base umpire Dave Van Zummeren. A nice job by Prather to stick with it. He didn't have much time other than to barehand it to get Henderson running out of the left-handed batter's box. But the throw was on the money to the first baseman, Vallo. And now there are 2 gone in the top of the third for Justin Felix. Felix, a couple of home runs so far this season. First pitch to him is a fastball, outer part of the plate. Called a strike, 0-1. His last home run came against the Windy City Thunderbolts, a Sunday evening game at Bosse Field to straightaway center field against a lefty, so he might favor that lefty on righty matchup. The 0-1, big leg kick underneath it, fouls it off to the right and out of play. Barrett has struck out 2 batters. He is looking to face the minimum through the first 3 innings. He shrugs his shoulders. Now the 0-2 with 2 out. And that misses high, 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Otters backstop, Justin Felix. Barrett, the former 18th round pick of the Toronto Blue Jays back in 2017 out of Elon University. 1-2. And a breaking ball cut on and missed. Justin Felix swings it through the pitch in the turf. The throw down from Andres Regno is bobbled at first. So Justin Felix will be safe and the inning will continue. So they will score that. A strikeout and an error. Error on the first baseman, Vallo. First pitch now to Miles Gordon. Otters have new life in the top of the third. First pitch is a called strike on Gordon. Gordon hit the ball well his first time up. Fly out to left field. Unfortunately, right at the outfielder, though. The 0-1. Breaking ball, a good one from Barrett. Swinging through it is Miles Gordon as it broke down and away from the left-handed hitting Gordon. He's now deep in the hole, 0-2. Second baseman Prather playing a few steps back onto the outfield turf. Barrett set right around the letters, but time is called at the plate. Home plate umpire Kevin Wilkie granting Gordon's appeal for time. He will readjust his batting gloves. Take a look at the bat. Tap home. Swing the bat out forward. Windmill action. Now both he and the pitcher Barrett set and ready. The 0-2. A breaking ball. Good job by Gordon to hold off. And as the ball gets away from Regno, Felix will advance to second on a wild pitch. So a little bit of what you might call sloppy baseball. Allows the Otters to have a runner in scoring position with 2 out. Again, Barrett still just 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. The 1-2. Fastball fouled off to the left. Hit well on a line. However, it will trickle over as it bounces off the net onto the grassy burn behind the left field line. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Otters center fielder Miles Gordon, who despite his Ontario, Canada heritage, as that the Great White North is native land, as the 1-2 is grounded inside the first base bag. First baseman Chase Vallo diving toward the line, has it and takes it to the bag himself. Will retire Miles Gordon and take away extra bases in the first lead of the ball game for the Otters. So we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. 0-0 still our score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on Independence Day. Bottom of the 3rd coming up on YouTube Live.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Bottom of the 3rd inning. Austin Gossman back on the mound to face Dylan Jones, who rips the first pitch he sees out into right center field. A high hop gets it past the center fielder Miles Gordon ranging over, but Eli McNamee there to back him up. A leadoff single for the number 9 batter in the order, Dylan Jones. Perhaps one of the benefits of hitting 9th. Gossman, I'm sure, just wanted to get ahead of the number 9 batter. And I'm sure he's paying his compliments to Dylan Jones, who jumped all over the first pitch he saw, taking it into right center. Now Ty Moore, the left-handed hitting designated hitter, will bat. The runner at first, nobody out. 0-0 to score. First pitch from Gossman. Strike called outside part of the plate. You can't dot the black any better than that. Moore singled his first time up. It was a ground ball that split right between the second baseman, J.R. Davis, and the second base bag out toward right center field. Dylan Jones first, he's going. The 0-1, the throw down from Justin Felix. One hop, the tag from Penner. No dice, says the second field umpire, Chris Dykman. It's a stolen base for Jones. Now a runner in scoring position with nobody out for the Gateway Grizzlies, looking to take the first lead of the ball game in the bottom of the third. The 1-1 from Gossman. Ground ball to the right side, foul. Says home plate umpire Kevin Wilkie. He's making that call back from home as the umpires somewhat out of position down the first base line. Dave Van Zummeren with a runner at second. He's to the right of the second base bag, and then third base umpire Chris Dykman. Well, he's behind third. Ty Moore, the former 12th round draft pick. 1-2 ground ball, diving try by Dakota Phillips. It gets into right field. McNamee's got a strong arm. He shows it off as the runner will hold at third, but it's a one-hop throw in toward home. Justin Felix there to recover it again on one hop. So McNamee, who hasn't picked up an outfield assist yet this season, trying to remind everybody the good arm he has. Runners at the corners, though, following Ty Moore's second hit of the day. Nobody out. We'll see how Gossman handles this one. Jay Prather, he bats now. First pitch, ground ball to the first baseman, Phillips. He will look to the shortstop at second, Penner. Throw back to Phillips is good for a 3-6-3 double play. Meanwhile, the run comes in to score in Dylan Jones, and the Grizzlies take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the third. Phillips, he thought about home. He looked toward it, but decided that he would rather trade 2 outs for a run early in the ball game, and I cannot disagree with that call. It was a nice turn from the catcher turned part-time first baseman, Phillips. Do not credit Prather with an RBI, by the way, on the 3-6-3 DP. 2 are gone now for Chase Vallo. Grounded into a double play of his own back in the first. The first pitch missed outside, the 1-0. Swing and a miss from Vallo. 1 ball and 1 strike. Vallo trying to clear the high wall out in left field. 16 feet tall, 318 right down the line and left. An imposing wooden structure. Not easy to clear by any means. The 1-1. That misses low and inside to Vallo. Vallo, 40th overall pick back in 2014. Good enough for the first round. One of the competitive balance picks Kansas City Royals had that year. The 2-1 breaking ball cut on and missed by Vallo. 2-2 with 2 out. Wind, we mentioned a couple of times, blowing in from center. Change in direction from the first 2 games of this series. 2-2 with 2 out. And a breaking ball is lifted high out toward left. Denton over to his right, underneath it, 2 hands, he makes the grab. 1 run in for the Grizzlies. They take a 1-0 lead while Gossman limits the damage with another double play. Top 4 on its way. 1-0 Grizzlies with the lead. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Looking to buy a new home? We've got a sweet deal for you. Get a home sweet home mortgage loan from Heritage Federal Credit Union and get a great low rate, plus get $500 cash back. That's right. Get a great low rate on your mortgage loan and get $500 cash back. Apply at Heritage Federal Credit Union, where the mortgage loans are sweet and the service can't be beat. Get your $500 cash back today at your local HFCU branch or apply online at hfcu.info/mortgages.
First pitch, called strike on Andrew Penner. At the top of the fourth inning, Otters down a run, 1-0 the score. Grizzlies scoring on a 3-6-3 double play in the bottom half of the third inning. Otters now trying to get on the scoreboard. Even this one up. Grizzlies take a lead first. In the third game of this series, it was the Otters who were out to early leads in games 1 and 2. The 0-1 missed in, now the 1-1. Is hit pretty well out toward center field, but no problem for Dustin Woodcock, who's underneath it and gloves it for the first out. Nice ride by Penner. Hit it to the wrong part of the yard, especially with that wind blowing in. Now heading toward home plate, the imposing bat of J.R. Davis. Flew it out to right field. And his first at bat back in the top of the first inning. Batting here in the top of the fourth, Jordan Barrett on the mound. Still for the Grizzlies. The first pitch misses high. He's faced just one over the minimum. He's allowed only one base hit. Only two base runners. When you include Justin Felix, who reached on a strikeout wild pitch. 1-0, ground ball, left side, backhanded by the shortstop, Justin Jones. Long throw to first is good to get Davis by a step and a half. Quickly, two are gone in the top of the fourth. No surprise, the former Elon product able to stymie Otters bats. He has had a couple of outings this season when he's proved to be wild. The first pitch to Crane now. Riley Crane, the cleanup batter, is a strike. And he has gotten into trouble in those games, coughing up many, many runs in some of those outings. But tonight, good command. 0-1 breaking ball was going to be a strike. It's lifted to the left side in foul territory. The third baseman, Connor Owings, has it just shy of the Grizzlies bullpen for a 1-2-3, top of the fourth. Bottom four coming up, 1-0 Grizzlies with the lead over the Otters. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Bottom of the fourth inning. Austin Gossman surrendered the lead after a couple of base hits to Dylan Jones and Ty Moore. A little bit of bad luck for him. We'll tell you about in just a moment. First pitch to Andres Regno is called a strike at the top of the zone, 0-1. First base hit for Dylan Jones was no cheapie. He reached second on a stolen base. That was a very close play over at second. The 0-1, breaking ball cut on and missed. Now Regno down in the count 0-2. But advancing to third was Dylan Jones on a ground ball that snuck through the right side of the infield from Ty Moore. With Felix holding the bag at first, good chance that ball would not get through. And there's a line shot down the line at third. It gets in toward and underneath the Grizzlies bullpen. And believe they're going to rule that double. The third base umpire, Chris Dykman, was there to signal that, believe it was a dead ball, and that it was going to be a ground rule double depending on no matter what Andres Regno did. It's a leadoff double to begin the bottom of the fourth. Roped inside the line, well, either way you dice it. Gossman down 1-0. He is hoping not to repeat the result of the previous outing for Gossman. A high drive out toward right field now from Dustin Woodcock, and he is going to drop that bat right around home and watch it sail out of here. It's a 2-run shot for Dustin Woodcock to right that gives the Grizzlies a 3-0 lead, and that was no cheapie here at GCS Credit Union Ballpark. Woodcock hit 2 home runs here in a doubleheader this past Thursday. The Otters kept him from circling bases in the first 2 games. They held him 1 for 7. But he crushes the first pitch he sees from Austin Gossman for a 2-run home run here in the bottom of the fourth. The first pitch now is lined out towards center field by Nick Rottola. It's a base hit for him. And Gossman now, though he has given up 7 hits, the difference in the last 3 is they have been some harder contact. As Connor Owings stands in. Runner at first, nobody out. 3-0 the score for the Grizzlies. Gossman peers down. First pitch, called a strike. Felix had popped out of the crouch as the runner off of first, Nick Rottola, had taken a couple of aggressive secondary steps toward second, but broke down any would-be steal attempt. A throw over. No tag from Phillips as Rottola dives back safely. Owings struck out looking back in the second. To this point, the only strikeout victim from Gossman. The 0-1. Fastball called a strike outside part of the plate. 0-2. Gossman, first time he's really been touched up in his pro career. Interesting to see how he responds. The 0-2, fouled out of play off to the left. Gossman made 11 starts for the Screaming Eagles in his senior year with USI, making his 4th start of his pro career. The 0-2, ripped, foul down the line at first. Rottola off first. He had stolen a couple of bases last night, but Gossman is not too worried about him right now. Got to focus on Owings. Heading the count 0-2. The runner goes. The pitch is low. The throw down is a pretty good one. However, a great jump from Rottola. He slides underneath the throw and the tag. He's in at second with a stolen base. Now another runner in scoring position for the Grizzlies. Still nobody out in the inning. Gossman set the 1-2. And that sails outside. Count even on Connor Owings. Gossman will gather himself on the mound. Look down toward Felix. He has his sign. He's set right above the belt. The 2-2. And up in Owings' kitchen. This is now fouled off toward foul territory. Underneath it, Riley Crane. He will glove it for the first out. Owings retired for the second time tonight. Justin Jones will stand in. Jones flew out to left his last time, but on something of a line, it did hang up there for a while. Bryce Denton, who's racing over toward the line, made a nice catch. Up the elevator shaft. Justin Felix behind home. First pitch swinging was Jones, but Felix has the foul pop in his glove. Now there are 2 gone. Back-to-back pitches, back-to-back pop-outs. And it brings up the number 9 batter, Dylan Jones, who singled in his first at-bat in the bottom of the 3rd. He came around to score on a 3-6-3 double play hit into by Jay Prather. First pitch to Jones. And a fastball called a strike on the outer 3rd. 0-1 now on Jones. Jones 0 for 7 in the series entering tonight's game. Again, 1 for 1 thus far. First 2 games, Otters have taken care of him, though, as the 0-1 is hit well foul. Out of play behind the right field line. He was 0 for 7 with 5 strikeouts in the series before tonight's game. So that hit getting him off the schneid against Otters pitching. Gossman hoping to limit the damage to 2 in the inning, the 0-2. And he fouls it over the netting. Back and out of play. Dylan Jones was signed by the Grizzlies after he had been released earlier in the season by the Lake Erie Crushers. Gossman hoping to get the best of Jones, looking for his second punch out. 0-2. It's taken out toward right field. Giving it quite a run is Dakota Phillips, but back behind the Otters bullpen, behind the right field line, it falls into the first or second row. Justin Felix will come on from behind the turf circle of home to have a conversation with Austin Gossman. And now he has returned to home as Felix, imparting some wisdom, perhaps, to the rookie pitcher, Gossman. Another 0-2. And it's ripped foul of first. First base coach having to duck out of the way of the line drive. Gossman having a little trouble trying to put away Dylan Jones to end the bottom of the fourth. The 0-2. And there's an off-speed pitch that is blocked by Felix. Back to his right. One ball and two strike on Jones. Nick Rottola off second. Here comes the 1-2. And that runs in and gets a piece of Jones. So quite a battle there for the Grizzlies right fielder Jones. Fouling off pitches, and he is awarded with first base following the hit by pitch. It brings up Ty Moore, who is 2 for 2 in the leadoff spot. Moore singled in the third and first. Austin Gossman giving up 2 runs in the inning. First pitch, fastball in there, inside part of the plate, 0-1 on Moore. Moore homered again in the ballgame last night. In that one, he was 1 for 2. He also walked a couple of times. The 0-1. Slider misses just off the edge. 1 ball, 1 strike on Moore. Former 12th round pick in 2015 by the Pittsburgh Pirates. Going up against Gossman, the 5'10" right-hander. Fastball tops up right around 90. The 1-1. And he fouls it off at the plate into the Otters dugout for the second strike. Gossman, the Avon, Indiana native, going up against the Greensboro, North Carolinian, Ty Moore. Ground ball left side over the head of the third baseman, Riley Crane. A turf hop into left will bring home the 4th run of the game for the Grizzlies, who have a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the 4th. It's an RBI base hit for Ty Moore. That scores Rottola from second. 3 runs now home in the inning, as Jay Prather comes to the plate. He grounded into a 3-6-3 double play his last time. First pitch. Grounded foul of first. Gossman mixing in a little bit of tough luck with a point to be made that just possibly not quite as sharp, getting ahead of guys as he was his last time out against the Yalls when he was able to pick up strikeout pitches. Right now it looks like he's almost searching for that put-away pitch. The 0-1 in there for a strike. He went off speed, gets ahead of Prather, 0-2. And here's a good test for Gossman. Talking about looking for that put-away pitch. You're not going to have your entire arsenal working perfectly for you in every start. See what he does, the 0-2. And it's lifted off to the left, out of play. Gossman, he is very much a thinking pitcher. He very much likes to go to the analytics of baseball, especially working off the mound with spin rates, rotation axes. And you can almost see him out there on the mound trying to go to the whiteboard. He shakes off Felix a couple of times. Time is called at the plate. Trying to come up with the right put-away pitch here to get him out of the inning. 3 runs home, 2 out, the 0-2. Swing and a miss. And Austin Gossman is able to limit the damage to 3 and leave runners aboard at first and second. 4-0 now the lead for the Gateway Grizzlies as Dustin Woodcock unloads a monstrous shot to right. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Otters looking for a little bit of offense. They only have 1 hit to this point. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named a world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
First pitch to Elijah McNamee is a called strike. What about halfway, but a called strike regardless by Kevin Wilkie. Top of the 5th inning, Otters down by 4. And Jordan Barrett has been dealing. The 0-1 to McNamee is grounded inside the third base bag, down the line in left. McNamee, he knows how to start a rally. He's around first, and it's all the way into the corner. The back of the left fielder is turned. McNamee digging for 3. He will be in there at third standing as the throw is offline with a leadoff triple. Otters looking to get a little offense spark going. And they have had just 1 hit before this leadoff triple. They had had just 2 hits since the 3rd inning of last night's game. McNamee gets the top of the 5th going with a triple down the corner in left. And he didn't have a whole lot of room to work with, showing off that great speed. It's only 3:18 into the corner here. Down the left field line, first pitch to Phillips. And he foul tips it into the glove of the catcher, Regno. First pitch fastball from Barrett. Third baseman Connor Owings playing about even with the bag. But of course, up 4. Grizzlies happy to trade it out for a run. Now the middle third of this ball game. The 0-1. And fouling it off to the left is Dakota Phillips, who's now down in the count 0-2. Elijah McNamee, I believe his 2nd triple of the season, turned into his dugout, tried to get the boys fired up. Barrett set the 0-2. Fastball, swing and a miss, and Barrett, after the leadoff triple, comes back to strike out Phillips on 3 pitches. It will bring up Bryce Denton, former 2nd-round pick of the St. Louis Cardinals, who led off the 3rd inning with a base hit his last time. Up at the plate. First pitch to Denton. Off speed. Fouled over the roof here, off to Denton's right. 0-1. McNamee over at 3rd, Barrett. And the Grizzlies certainly happy just to give up an out for a run. Denton hoping to put the ball in play, the 0-1. And there's a strike on the inside part of the plate. Denton looks a little upset with that call. You'll have to shorten up. Trying to bring the Otters within 3 and score their first run of the ball game. Now 0-2. And a swing and a miss on a fastball up in the zone. Back-to-back punch-outs for Jordan Barrett, following the leadoff triple. And on 6 pitches to boot. Well, no secret here. That will not make hitting coach Bobby Siegel nor Otters skipper Andy McCauley very happy. First pitch from Barrett. Misses outside, though. Credit the left-hander on the mound for the Grizzlies, who has, to this point, gritted his teeth and kept the ball out of play. The 1-0 on Henderson, called a strike. 1-1 on the Otters' designated hitter, the Suffolk, Virginia native. One to Henderson. Breaking ball, great take by the Frontier League veteran Henderson. Breaking ball was bending out of the zone. The lefty on lefty matchup. Henderson looked unfazed. With 2 out, runner at 3rd, the 2-1. A swing and miss. He can't catch up to the heat from Barrett. Now 2-2. Henderson grounded out to 2nd his last time. Getting his 2nd start of the series. He pinch hit for John Schultz in the 8th inning of Friday night's game. The 2-2 with 2 out. Henderson stays alive as a foul pop gets out of play. Off to the left, 2-2. Barrett, after a tall stretch, he sent it the letters, the 2-2. And Henderson, as a fastball that was in on the hands, is fouled up over the netting. The Gateway Grizzlies have played something of a little bit of an early season spoiler already this season. They took 2 of 3 from the Florence Yawls last weekend in Florence. Runner at third, 2 out, the 2-2. And again, another foul ball. Henderson, once again, the veteran of the Frontier League. He's played for Florence, for Southern Illinois. Not his first trip around Frontier League ballparks like GCS Credit Union Ballpark. Showing the veteran approach here with a runner at third, 2 out, and a 2-2 count. Breaking ball misses just off the edge. Once again, a fine take from the left-handed hitting designated hitter, number 10, Josh Henderson. Suffolk, Virginia, also known as the Hampton Roads region, home to many big league talents. The 3-2. That misses high for ball 4, and would you believe it, on the 9th pitch, Josh Henderson works a walk. There will now be runners at the corners with 2 out for Justin Felix, who struck out but reached base safely on a wild pitch his last time. Felix, no secret, unfortunately, he's struggled a little bit at the plate early on this season. He hit 170 with the Sioux City Explorers back in 2019. First pitch, he fouls it straight back to the netting, 0-1. Something I'm sure he feels he would like to contribute, no other than the good defense as one of the Otters catchers is a power swing that you want that you want in moments like this. Runners at the corners, a throw over to first. Henderson was back standing. Felix has driven in 5 this season. The 0-1, and going down nearly to a knee underneath the fastball. Now Felix down on the count, 0-2. Felix, one of 3 catchers now on the Otters roster since Michael Gangwish came off the injured list 3 or 4 days ago. Runners at the corners, 2 out before the 0-2 pitch. Another throw over to first. Henderson once again back standing. McNamee led off the inning with a triple. A couple of strikeouts for Jordan Barrett. Barrett, the Grizzly, bearing down, then issued a 2-out walk to Henderson. Still looking for his 3rd strikeout of the inning, the 0-2. And he gets it. A swing and a miss from Felix. And Barrett able to leave, I should say, Elijah McNamee at 3rd following a lead-off triple. We've played 4.5 and half of this one. The Grizzlies with a 4-0 lead here on the Otters Digital Network and YouTube Live.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Looking to buy a new home? We've got a sweet deal for you. Get a home sweet home mortgage loan from Heritage Federal Credit Union and get a great low rate, plus get $500 cash back. That's right. Get a great low rate on your mortgage loan and get $500 cash back. Apply at Heritage Federal Credit Union, where the mortgage loans are sweet and the service can't be beat. Get your $500 cash back today at your local HFCU branch or apply online at hfcu.info/mortgages.
Austin Gossman looking for a rebound inning following a 3-run bottom of the fourth. It's the bottom of the fifth now. Grizzlies lead Evansville 4-0. He will have a tall order, however, as he faces the 3, 4, and 5 men Chase Vallo, Andres Regno, and Dustin Woodcock. First pitch to Vallo. Pitch in the dirt. The appeal down to the first base umpire, Dave Van Zummeren. No good. Vallo is 0 for 2. He's grounded into a double play and flown out to left. Gossman, he works out of the stretch. The 1-0. Slider misses out. Gossman, predominantly the fastball slider change mix. Falling behind Vallo, 2-0. 2-ball, no strike pitch. Fastball misses up and in. On to Vallo, who spent a number of years in the Royals organization. He's ahead of the count now. 3 balls and no strikes. The 3-0. And this is lifted out toward right field. Elijah McNamee a few steps into his left. He makes the catch for the first out. Vallo swinging away, 3-0. You'd expect that from your number 3 hitter, perhaps, but did not select the best pitch for it. As he flies out to right with the first out of the inning. Andres Regno, 1 for 2, doubled his last time. He faces Gossman. You can see ball players going 2 different ways here in the Frontier League. First pitch cut on and missed by Regno. 0-1, you saw Chase Vallo fly out to right, former first-round draft pick, trying to work his way back into affiliated baseball. And then you can sometimes see ball players make their professional debut in this league, kind of like Austin Gossman did back against the Grizzlies on June 16th, as the 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. And some of them, even after making their pro debut in the Frontier League, they go on to affiliated ball, and if they're really lucky and really good, Major League Baseball. One of those players in particular that comes to mind now that we're here at GCS Credit Union Ballpark, as the 1-2 is cut on and missed for the second out, is Trevor Richards, former starting pitcher for the Miami Marlins, who was picked up by the Marlins organization back in 2016 after he made his big league debut with the Gateway Grizzlies in 2015 out of Drury College. Now it's Dustin Woodcock who homered his last time. 2-run shot that put his club up 3-0. First pitch in there, 2-seamer, in for a strike, 0-1. Then picked up in 2016 by the Marlins. He's since been traded over to the Tampa Bay Rays during the 2019 season. And from the Rays this year, Richards was sent to the Milwaukee Brewers, as the 0-1 on Woodcock is in there for a strike. Went back-to-back fastballs. 0-2 now. on a deal that included Willie Adames. Richards pitching just yesterday. The 0-2 misses outside. 1-2. Richards, the Springfield, Missouri native. One of the many Frontier League veterans who, since their days here in the independent leagues, found their way to the major leagues. 1-2. And yes, he does. On a low pitch below the knees, says home plate umpire Kevin Wilkie. It's a strikeout to end the fifth inning from Austin Gossman. A 1-2-3 inning for him. Include a couple of Ks. We head to the top of inning number 6. Otters looking to crack the scoreboard. They're down 4-0. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
One, two, three for the Otters in the top of the 6th. Third time through the lineup for Jordan Barrett. Hopefully third time the charm for Evansville. First pitch trying to get something going is Gordon. He showed bunt, pulled back, but took a strike. 0-1 Gordon. He is 0 for 2. Fly out to left field. Ground ball to the first baseman, Chase Vallo. Otters down 4-0. Looking to crack the scoreboard. The 0-1. Breaking ball. Swing and a miss from Gordon, who had been heating up at the plate entering tonight's action. Last 5 games, Gordon 9 for 21, a .429 batting average, 2 home runs, 6 driven in, which is an impressive feat as a leadoff batter. Limited opportunities to drive in runs. Now the 0-2 from Barrett, and there's a called third strike on the fastball. It freezes Gordon, and Barrett continues to deal. He struck out 3 in the last frame. Grand total for him of 7. Barrett managed to strike out Dakota Phillips and Bryce Denton on 3 pitches in the last frame, and he gets Gordon on 3 here to begin the top of inning number 6. First pitch on Andrew Penner. Called a strike, 0-1. Penner facing Barrett. Plenty of strikeouts for him already in the season entering play as the 0-1 runs in and gets a piece of Penner. Otters will have a 1-out base runner. And though it's by hit by pitch, I think they'll take base runners any way they can against Barrett. 36 strikeouts for him through 28 1/3 entering play. He had also been fairly wild, 21 walks, top 5 in the league. However, he has walked just one Otter tonight, and that was Josh Henderson an inning ago. First pitch high to Davis. J.R. Davis, that is. He's 0 for 2. Otters perhaps hoping to break into a line score here, the 1-0. That misses outside 2-0, and you know what? You keep doing something like this, like Davis has done, getting himself ahead of counts. Following the hit by pitch of Penner, maybe Barrett later into this outing will continue to prove a little bit wild. Allow the Otters get ahead in counts and then make a mistake over the heart of the plate. The 2-0. That misses up, 3 balls and no strikes, and you have to feel while Barrett has done an excellent job, you really are just one fly ball to right away from getting right back into the ball game, knowing that it's just 301 feet down the line and right. A throw over to first. Penner back standing. Davis 3 for 10 entering play in the series. Hit a home run Friday night. A repeat of those theatrics would cut the Grizzlies' lead down to 2. 3-0 in there for a strike, 3-1. Otters certainly not panic time yet. They have 11 outs to work with 1 down in the top of the 6th. 3-1 to Davis. That's up and in for ball 4. Second walk issued by Barrett. As Riley Crane will get a chance to bat, but I believe that's going to be manager Cameron Roth out of the Grizzlies dugout. Roth, the former pitcher, doubles as a pitching coach. So he will have something of an emphatic conversation with his pitcher Barrett, who, following the strikeout of Miles Gordon, hit Andrew Penner, and now a 5-pitch walk to J.R. Davis. Brings up a dangerous man indeed in the form of Riley Crane. Crane standing outside the left-handed batter's box as he gets his signs. Andy McCauley, his attention turned in the third base coaching box to second, trying to make sure Penner doesn't get picked off of second base. First pitch, maybe a little cutter. Misses outside, 1-0 to Crane. Andres Regno is going to come out of the crouch to deliver signs to his middle infielders. Shading toward second is the shortstop, Justin Jones. The left-handed hitter, Crane, batting. The 1-0. It's a foul pop off behind third into the stands. 1-1. How about Riley Crane's bat for the 4th of July? A blue barrel, red handle, and then a typical white middle. Red, white, and blue bat for Crane. The 1-1. And that misses perhaps low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike on the Otters' third baseman, Crane. Hoping to hit some fireworks, if you will, with that red, white, and blue bat, I bet you. Home run could cut the Grizzlies' lead down to 1. 2-1. Misses outside. I think he might have gone back right to that little cut fastball. Missed low and away. Crane, a good hitter's count. 3 balls and 1 strike. Tough place to be as a hitter in some ways with a 3-1. Yeah, of course it's enviable, but you got to think of one spot in anything borderline. Hopefully you'll load the bases. A borderline pitch. You don't want to take a swing at the fastball up and away, but getting a called strike is Jordan Barrett. Now the count full on Crane. What will they go with here in the lefty-on-lefty matchup? To the cleanup man, Crane, with runners at first and second and one out. Barrett set, checks the runner at second. The 3-2. Fouled back to the netting. Crane stays alive. Penner off second. Davis off first. One out. Payoff pitch to Crane. And a swing and a miss for strike three. 2 down in the top of the 6th inning. Barrett gets a big out there as he retires Crane on the up and in fastball. It brings up Elijah McNamee, who tripled his last time but was stranded at third, though he led off the top of the 5th with that 3-bagger. Just 2 hits today for the Otters through the first 5 2/3. One of those hits belongs to McNamee. First pitch to the Otters right fielder. Fastball up in the zone, cut on and missed. 0-1. McNamee probably thinking about that right center field gap. Probably thinking about the short porch and right. Facing the left-hander Barrett. The 0-1. That runs in. Off-speed pitch almost gets a piece of McNamee. Count now even for the former Mississippi State product and Cypress, Texas native Elijah McNamee. Runners at first and second, 2 out. The 1-1. And that misses outside. McNamee now in a hitter's count. You don't want to fall into the trap of thinking you got to do too much. Just 1 run off Barrett here would make this feel like a much closer ball game. The 2-1. And a big swing from McNamee. Foul tipped into the catcher Regno's glove. Count now even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Barrett facing McNamee. 2 on, 2 out, and a 2-2 count. McNamee calls time at the plate. Deuces are wild. Penner off second. Reached by hit. Pitch. J.R. Davis aboard via free pass. And we're going to have another timeout here as Regno wants to get his sign straight with his battery mate, Jordan Barrett. With 2 on, 2 out, the 2-2 runs in and hits McNamee to load the bases. He slams his bat down and will trot to first. Which brings up Dakota Phillips, a dangerous man indeed. He's homered in the first 2 games of this series. The shortstop, Justin Jones, is going to come in to have a quick word with Jordan Barrett. Now 2 hit batsmen in the inning. A walk issued to J.R. Davis and 2 strikeouts. No balls yet put in play. First pitch to Phillips. And swinging away, swinging for the downs. The fastball up and in. Cut on and missed by Phillips. 0-1. Phillips batting with a raft full of Otters on the infield. Penner off third, Davis off second, McNamee off first. 0-1, and a little slider's a called strike. Phillips can't believe it on the outside part of the plate. Now he's down on the count, 0-2. Phillips, he is 0 for 2 tonight with a couple of strikeouts, trying to avoid the hat trick. Batting with the bases loaded, 2 out, the 0-2 to Phillips. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, and Barrett slams his glove as he returns to the Grizzlies dugout, leaving the bases loaded. And he slaps the glove of his catcher, Regno. His 9th punch out gets him out of the bases loaded jam. And the Grizzlies maintain their 4-run lead. Bottom of the 6th, 4-0 coming up. Austin Gossman will return to the hill. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Austin Gossman pitched a 1-2-3 bottom of the 5th, so he's back out there for the bottom of the 6th. He faces Nick Rotola. The first pitch misses inside, 1-0. Rotola 1 for 2. He singled his last time up in the 4th, reached base back in the 2nd inning on a throwing error by the shortstop Andrew Penner. The 1-0 is lined over the head of the second baseman, J.R. Davis, out toward right center field. It will bounce against the wall. It takes a hop. Miles Gordon has it, but by the time the swift of foot, Nick Rotola, is in at second base, the throw is being received by J.R. Davis. A leadoff double for Nick Rotola. Grizzlies lead 4-0 in the bottom of the 6th. They're looking for more. First team to get their second look at Austin Gossman. Also the first team to have some real success against the Otters rookie right-hander. Connor Owings is 0 for 2. The left-handed hitting third baseman bats now. First pitch to him. Misses just in and off the plate. 1 ball and no strike on Owings. 27-year-old. South Carolina native. Gossman working out of the stretch with a runner aboard. The 1-0 is fouled into the Otters bullpen. Out toward third on a line. Right-hander warming up for the Otters. In case the trouble continues for Gossman. Otters do have an off day tomorrow. They will return home to Evansville tonight. open a 3-game series with the Joliet Slammers over the week. 6-game homestand. 1-1, low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike on Owings. The 2-1. There's a called strike. Outside part of the plate. Sun setting here over first base. Light standards coming to full effect. Now the 2-2. And there's a swing and a miss like a corkscrew. Connor Owings spins around as picking up his first out of the inning. And another strikeout is Austin Gossman. For Gossman, that's his 5th strikeout, 4th of the swinging variety. He brings up Justin Jones, who's 0 for 2. He popped out to the catcher Felix his last time. He takes a ball off the plate, 1-0. Gossman, sure hoping to become another Evansville Otter, to make his way from Evansville to affiliated ball. The 1-0. Misses away with the slider. 2 balls and no strikes on Justin Jones. Of course, Dalton Stambaugh comes to mind. He was picked up this season earlier by the Chicago Cubs, assigned to the Arizona Complex League, made his debut in the Cubs organization a couple of nights ago, pitching 2/3 of an inning. Right now, as the 2-0 off-speed pitch is cut on and missed by Jones. The Evansville Otter, perhaps closest to sniffing big league action, is one Brandon Sittinger, who made his AAA debut a couple of weeks ago with the Regno Aces of the Arizona Diamondbacks organization. And he finished Reno's game last night as the 2-1 is lifted out toward right center field. Underneath it is McNamee for the second out in the bottom of the 6th. Sittinger was able to finish the game last night in a ball game against the Tacoma Rainiers. It was an 8-3 win for Regno. And Sittinger pitched a 1-2-3 ninth inning with a strikeout. Sittinger, the former Otter, from back in 2019, made 7 appearances, 6 starts. Seeing work as a reliever in AAA Reno for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now it's Dylan Jones with 2 out, runner at second base. First pitch grounded back toward the Otters dugout behind first. 0-1. Jones, who was hit by pitches last time up. He also singled back in the 3rd, stole second, ended up scoring a run on a 3-6-3 double play. And the 0-1, perhaps a little change from Gossman. It misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike on Jones. The 1-1 to the plate. That misses up and away. Grizzlies playing better baseball of late. Better than the record would suggest. After losing 6 in a row, they ended up taking 2 of 3 from the Yalls in Florence. Mentioned that earlier. Then split a 4-game series with the Southern Illinois Miners. They lost the first 2 games in blowout fashion, but then swept a doubleheader against the Miners Thursday by 5-1 and 5-2 finals. And the 3-1 is in there to Dylan Jones from Gossman. Dylan Jones, no relation to teammate Justin Jones, who flew out to right ahead of him. However, the two do live with the same host family. And would you believe it? What is the last name of that host family? But the Joneses. Runner at second, 2 out, the 3-2. Grounded to the first baseman, Phillips. A little bobble, but he still has time to take it to the bag himself and retire Dylan Jones. Working around a leadoff double is Austin Gossman in the bottom of the 6th. However, the Gateway Grizzlies still lead 4-0. Top of the 7th, and the last third of this ball game coming up. Otters have 9 outs to rally. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Cody Thompson on to pitch in the top of the 7th inning. He will face Bryce Denton, Josh Henderson, and Justin Felix. Otters 2 hits to the first 6 innings against Grizzlies starter Jordan Barrett. The left-hander picked up 9 Ks against the Otters. Did not allow a run to cross home. And he leaves with a 4-run lead, 4-0 to score. Cody Thompson, the right-hander, facing Bryce Denton. First pitch to Denton is hit pretty well out towards center field. Riding back toward the warning track is Woodcock. It's the biggest part of the yard that Bryce Denton hit it toward. Out back and to the left of Dustin Woodcock, and with the wind blowing in, the yard big enough to hold a deep fly ball from Bryce Denton. 1 down in the top of the 7th. Josh Henderson is 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. Otters in need of some base runners. First pitch from Thompson. Misses outside. 1-0 to Henderson. One-0 to Henderson. Is lifted foul off to the left. 1-1. Otters squaring off against the Grizzlies on Independence Day in the rubber match of a 3-game series. Otters down by 4. The 1-1 from Thompson. Change up, swing and a miss. Henderson will take a moment out of the batter's box, readjust his batting gloves. He stands back in the hole, facing Thompson 1-2. Pitch on its way. And a little half swing. They appeal down to third, and yes, he did, said it's a third base umpire, Chris Dykman. Tough break for Josh Henderson on the pitch inside. Strikeout called, however. Now there are 2 down in the top of the 7th. Justin Felix is 0 for 2. He's struck out twice tonight. Felix got his last start. First pitch to him. Ripped foul. Third. He got his last start in the second game of a doubleheader Thursday. Went 0 for 3 with 3 punch-outs in that one. Going back to start before against the Southern Illinois Miners a week ago Saturday, as the 0-1 breaking ball is cut on and missed. Felix also went 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. Proving that it is a difficult thing to perform well at the plate without regular playing time. Now 2 out, the 0-2. Misses just off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Felix. Thompson relieving Barrett. Final line on him. 2 hits, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. Couple hit batsmen. No runs allowed through 6 innings. In line for the win. 1-2 to Felix. And there's a called third strike on the outside part of the plate, and Felix can't believe it. We head to stretch time on the east side of St. Louis. Grizzlies 4, Evansville still zip. Right into the bottom of the 7th. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named a world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Hey Otters fans, this is Taylor Wright. We would like to wish you a safe and happy 4th of July from the Otters bullpen, and go Otters.
Independence Day baseball. Samson Abernathy on out of the Otters pen in the bottom of the 7th inning. His club down by 4 in relief of Austin Gossman, whose line through this one, 6 innings, 9 hits, 4 runs, all earned. 1 home run served up to Dustin Woodcock. Austin Gossman on the hook for the loss. Did not walk a batter while picking up 5 punch-outs. Abernathy comes into this one with a 1-0 record, 263 earned run average. This is his 11th appearance. He's thrown 13 2/3. He's walked 10, allowed 11 hits, and struck out an even 20. He faces the top of the Grizzlies order: Ty Moore, Jay Prather, Chase Vallo, 1, 2, and 3. Set at the belt is Abernathy. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Abernathy pitched Friday against the Grizzlies. Went 2 1/3. Walked 2, allowed a hit, Did not allow a run, however. Well, he struck out 3. The 0-1 to Moore. And that is popped up left side. Looks like foul territory. Racing in toward the bullpen is Bryce Denton. Calling off Riley Crane and Andrew Penner. He makes the catch for the first out of the bottom of the 7th. Abernathy acquired via trade from the Sioux City Explorers, the American Association. Chico, California native, who played at the University of Pacific in Stockton, California, his junior and senior years. First pitch to Jay Prather. Skips in the turf, 1-0. Before that, however, Abernathy played at Feather River College in Quincy. Following his senior year at the Pacific, Abernathy would be picked up by the Pirates organization as the 1-0 is cut on and missed in the 27th round of the 2019 June first-year player draft. Coming up just a week from today, is now the July first-year player draft of 2021. The 1-1 is cut on and missed. 1-2. Oh, perhaps fouled off at the plate as Felix goes out of the crouch. A few steps up the first baseline. Picks up the baseball, tosses on to Abernathy. Scheduling that draft really kind of as the opening to All-Star Week in Major League Baseball. Now the 1-2. And it's fouled up over the netting. Backing out of play. Frontier League, unfortunately, no All-Star festivities. Had to start their season a couple weeks late. In preparation for COVID protocols and so forth. With the 1 out, the 1-2. And there, off the hands. Fisted out toward center field. Jay Prather will be aboard with a 1 out single. Prather now 2 for 4. Brings up Valo. Otters have done a pretty good job against the number 3 batter in the Grizzlies lineup through the first 2 games of this series, plus 6 1/3 innings. He is just 1 for 9. Entering this AB, first pitch called a strike on Valo. Valo, 6'1", 250 pounds, 24 years old. Out of Youngsville, Louisiana. The 0-1. And a pitch misses just below the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike on Valo. One behind a fastball is Valo. 1-2. Otters dugout. Those who remain on the top step. Austin Gossman pitched pretty well today. 6 innings, 4 runs, 9 hits. A couple of those hits, though. A dirt and grass infield like at Bossy Field probably would not have gotten through. The 1-2 is Chopper back up toward the middle, past the diving shortstop into center field. Kind of like that base hit right there, to be perfectly honest. The turf, as you know, a little bit of a slicker surface. A lot of ground ball base hits can be given up off the turf. Puts runners at first and second with 1 out for Andres Regno, who's 1 for 3. But Gossman, after that start, he is on the top step of the Otters dugout. Back behind first. First pitch to Regno. That misses just outside, and talking right now, chatting with Otters veteran and all-time record holder in many offensive categories, John Schultz. An interesting meeting of a couple minds there. One grizzled, wizened veteran and young, promising rookie, Austin Gossman, sharing what they know about the game, both sides of the ball. 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. Schultz, no doubt, taking Gossman into the mind of a hitter. Gossman, who you can tell early on from any conversation with him when he loves to discuss the intricacies of the game, eager to learn all he can. The 1-1 to Regno. That misses outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. On the Grizzlies catcher, Andres Regno. Prather off second. Valo off first. Facing Abernathy with 1 out. The 2-1 to Regno. And he slashes it foul back to the netting. 2-2. Abernathy trying to keep the Otters within slam range. 4-0 the score in the bottom of the 7th. The 2-2. Ground ball, foul of third. Riley Crane has it in foul territory. Ground ball, he'll go ahead and toss it right back to Abernathy. Abernathy set at the belt, and J.R. Davis ranging toward second to be able to field a pickoff throw, but the runner Prather alerted to the infielder's intentions, retreats to the bag before pickoff attempt is made. 2-2, runners go, and it's hit out toward right field. McNamee looking up toward the wall, and Regno, his 3rd home run in 3 consecutive games. This one a 3-run blow that gives the Grizzlies a 7-0 lead in the bottom of the 7th. Regno hit a 3-run homer to right field last night that tied the game at 5. He had a 2-run shot on Friday night. And now, Regno is homered in 4 consecutive games for the Grizzlies. 3 in a row off the Otters. It was a solo shot Friday night, a 3-run game-tying blow with 2 out last night. And now, a 3-run home run off Samson Abernathy that might just be the backbreaker in this one. First pitch to Woodcock. This is outside, 1-0. Woodcock homered in this one. Back in the 4th. 2 home runs for the Grizzlies. Have driven in 5 of their 7 runs. 1-0. That misses in. 7 runs off 12 hits. No walks issued to the Grizzlies. They're earning it up there. Two-0. And there's a strike. Fastball from Abernathy. Outside edge. 2-1. Woodcock, a returning Grizzly. Played for the organization back in 2019. Hit in the low 200s, where his batting average was entering play tonight. 2-1. That's in there. Abernathy evens the count. The fastball on the inside part of the plate, working out to in. Abernathy trying to bounce back following the homer. The 2-2. And that misses in. Count moves full on Woodcock. Otters have dropped some blowouts before this season. Hasn't happened all that often, but they have dropped a couple. The 3-2 is fouled back to the netting. They lost a game 13-2 against the Schaumburg Boomers back in their second road trip of the year. Tim Holdgrafer had started that one in a spot start. One of the uglier lines that put his ERA as high as it was. That has since come down after a string of fine outings from him. The 3-2 is fouled off at the plate by Woodcock. Then the next largest loss for the Otters was another 7-run deficit that they dropped against the Florence Yawls back on a Wednesday game in Florence. They lost 13-6. Back in their 13th game of the season. The 3-2. And this is fouled up and bounces against the sweet level here at GCS Credit Union Ballpark. Since that 13-6 loss, the Otters have dropped 5, make that 6 games. They lost 2 at home against the Boomers by a score of 2 runs. How about this, though? As the 3-2 is lifted high, but drifting foul out of play. Certainly had the distance. Woodcock a little early on it. Of the Otters' last 4 losses, in their last 10 games. So they've gone 6-4 in their last 10. Their last 4 losses, all by 1-run margins. The 3-2 fouled back to the netting. So it has not been often of late that the Otters have been down by this many. But with 6 outs remaining, certainly anything could happen. Abernathy looking for the put-away pitch against Woodcock. And there's a ground ball back toward the mound. Underhand toss by Abernathy. It was a high chopper. He came off to the mound to his left. Tossed on to Phillips. Got the out. The second. The bottom of the 7th. First pitch. And that runs in and gets a piece of Nick Rottola. The fastball probably in on the hands, as that looks like it's going to be it for Samson Abernathy, as Max Peterson is on out of the Otters dugout to call for a right-hander. We'll tell you about who that is when we return on the Otters Digital Network. Bottom of the 7th inning, 2 outs. Grizzlies lead 7-0. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. Back in the bottom of the 7th, Grizzlies with a 7-0 lead. Runner at first base, 2 out. Jacob Bowles in to pitch. First pitch strike on Nick Rottola, who is 2 for 3. Doubled his last time. Jacob Bowles made his professional debut Friday, pitching a scoreless 9th inning against these Grizzlies. Gave up just 1 hit, struck out a batter. Concluded a 10-3 game, which was a victory for the Otters, as the 0-1 is hit pretty well out toward left, toward the track, toward the wall is Denton. Is it off the wall? It is. It will be extra bases and a run-scoring double for Connor Owings. It gives the Grizzlies an 8-0 lead in the bottom of the 7th, as the book now closes on Samson Abernathy. Not quite as effective as he had been in previous outings was Abernathy. His line, 2/3 of an innings, 4 runs, all earned on 3 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. First pitch to Justin Jones, cut on and missed on the breaking ball from Bowles. What tagged Abernathy, 3-run home run hit by Andres Regno. Otters now down 8-0 after a 4-run bottom of the 7th. 0-1 to Jones. And there's a strike. at the knees, 0-2. Jones doesn't like the call, looks a little defeated. In the right-handed batter's box, he's 0 for 3. Everyone in the Grizzlies lineup has recorded a hit tonight, save Justin Jones, the batter here. With 2 out, the 0-2. And there's that base hit. It trickles into center field. This should score a run. Around third is Connor Owings, and now into second base safely. On the throw in is Justin Jones. It's now a 9-0 game as 5 are home in the bottom of the 7th. Run will be charged to Jacob Bowles, USI product. It brings up Dylan Jones. First pitch, called strike. Hustle double for Justin Jones, and now every batter in the Grizzlies lineup has reached base via a hit. The 0-1 to Dylan Jones. And he fouls it off. Breaking ball, running in on the hands, 0-2. Gateway supplying fireworks on the 4th of July. Bowles hoping to stop the bleeding at 5. 2 out, runner in scoring position. 0-2 the count on Dylan Jones. Here it comes from Bowles. And there's a called third strike on the outside part of the plate, and mercifully the inning draws to an end. 5 runs, 3 on a home run by Andres Regno, his 3rd home run of the series. He is now homered in each game against the Otters. We head to the top of inning number 8. The route is on. 9-0 the score. Gateway leads Evansville. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
First pitch to Miles Gordon. Misses outside for ball 1. 1-2-3 for the Otters in the top of the 8th inning. The 1-0, big swing from Gordon. Swings through it. 1-1 now on the Otters center fielder, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Carter Hayes picked up the win last night. On again out of the bullpen for the Grizzlies. The 1-1 misses outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. A 9-0 game. Grizzlies with the lead. They scored their first run in the bottom of inning number 3 when Dylan Jones came in to score from third on a 3-6-3 double play. The 2-1 misses out, 3-1 now. Then Gateway, if you will, broke the game open in the top of the 4th as Dustin Woodcock hit a 2-run homer that left the ballpark, giving the Grizzlies a 3-0 lead at the time, as the 3-1 is roped into the stands behind the Otters bullpen, behind the right field line, now 3-2 on Gordon. Grizzlies had a 3-0 lead at that point. They would add another run. And a 3-2 misses outside to Gordon. The Otters will have a leadoff base runner in the top of inning number 8. They would have their third and final run of the inning. After Ty Moore hit a 2-out. It's the first pitch to Andrew Penner, misses low. RBI that scored Nick Rottola, who had singled following the home run by Dustin Woodcock. Now a 2-0 count on Penner. He swings and fouls off a fastball that was on the upper outer edge of the strike zone. Well, after that 4th inning, Gateway then led 4-0. The 2-1, called a strike inside part of the plate. There the score would hold until just an inning ago. The bottom of the 7th, which was a 5-run frame for the Grizzlies. 2-2, up and in. Grizzlies, by the way, they scored 4 runs off the Otters bullpen last night. They've scored 5 off the pen in this one. 3-2, fouled out toward those right standards behind the seats. Sit behind first base. Count remains 3-2. And a 3-2 looper out toward the line in right, down into the corner. It's a double for Andrew Penner that puts runners at second and third with nobody out in the top of the 8th. A leadoff walk to Miles Gordon, followed by a double for Andrew Penner, who's now 1 for 3. It brings up J.R. Davis. He's 0 for 2, walked his last time. Otters looking to crack the scoreboard. They've only been shut out once this season before. First pitch to Davis, and he's behind a fastball from Carter Hayes. 0-1. Hayes relieved Thompson, who pitched a 1-2-3. Top half of the 7th. 0-1. Fastball misses low and away to J.R. Davis. That's in a run-scoring opportunity here. The 1-1. And a ground ball to the third baseman, Connor Owings. He looks the runner, Miles Gordon, back to third, tosses across the diamond for the first out. Five-three ground ball. Gets J.R. Davis. One down now in the top of the eighth inning. Runners still at second and third. Riley Crane stands in. He's 0 for 3. First pitch hammered out toward right field. Looking up the right fielder, Jones. And Riley Crane's going to let it fly. It's a 3-run home run in the top of the eighth. Riley Crane, his 6th home run of the season, brings the score to 9-3. 101.6, the exit velo for Riley Crane. The shot to right, and the Otters get a little offense going. First pitch to Elijah McNamee. Cut on and missed. 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-2. Now the 0-2 to Mac. And that runs in, almost gets a piece of McNamee, who was 1 for 2 with a triple. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Crane, his 6th home run of the season. It's his 3rd 3-run blow, and this is hit pretty well out toward right, but backpedaling is Dylan Jones on the track. He makes the catch. McNamee gives it a good ride, but hits it at the right fielder, Dylan Jones. Now there are 2 gone. It brings up Dakota Phillips. Phillips playing over at first. He homered in the first 2 games of this series. Phillips now leads Crane in the team home run totals by just 1. The 1-0 is fouled back to the netting, 1-1. Crane homering has had a little bit of a drought for the first time since June 19th. One to Phillips. And that misses just outside, but the appeal down to third. Chris Dykman says Phillips offered. Now the count 1-2. Phillips facing Hayes, and the 1-2. Little blooper out towards center, charging in the center fielder, Dustin Woodcock, and diving forward, he makes the grab for the final out of the inning. Riley Crane, a 3-run home run, 6th of the year, brings the Otters to within 6. 9-3 the score. Gateway on top as we head to the bottom of the 8th. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. First pitch to Ty Moore, up and in from Justin Lewis, the lefty. Otters trail the Grizzlies 9-3 in the bottom of inning number 8. A 3-run home run for Riley Crane in the top half of this inning brings Evansville to within 6, puts them on the board. 1-0, lined foul of third. At the very least, nice little moral victory to know you won't be shut out in this one. Lewis relieves Jacob Bowles, who faced 3 batters, 2 hits, 1 run charged to him. He also picked up a punch-out. 1-1 breaker, swing and a miss. Moore didn't want to offer at it, but could not hold up in time. 1-2. Last inning for the Grizzlies was a good one. Andres Regno hit his 3rd home run of the series. As the 1-2 missed low and away. The 2-2. And that is hit off to the left out of play. Regno hitting a 3-run shot. To right field that for a moment seemed like the game might have been out of reach. 2-2 to Ty Moore. Singles back up the middle. Leadoff base runner, and now Moore 4 for 5. 15th hit picked up by the Grizzlies. First pitch to Jay Prather. Hit pretty well out toward left field. Back toward the track and to his right is Bryce Denton on the run. He has it in the corner. And he gets it for out number 1. Chase Vallo will now stand in. He's 1 for 4. First pitch a strike on Vallo. Well, Gateway picked up 2 more runs in that bottom of the 7th. As Connor Owings and Justin Jones managed back-to-back 2-out RBI doubles. 0-1 sails high from Lewis. And those were off of Otters reliever Jacob Bowles. Who relieved Abernathy, Samson Abernathy that is, after a 2-out walk. One out, 2 on the count to Vallo. And this is clubbed out toward left field. Going back is Denton to the track, and on a line, he's got it. Vallo. Hard to imagine you could hit that any harder. Unfortunately, just not quite enough height to it. Leaves Denton with enough room. He has now gloved both outs in the inning. And it brings up Andres Regno. 3-run homer his last time. First pitch to Andres Regno. In there for a strike, 0-1. And an 0-1 off the inside of the bat is hit down the line and right. And a little blue pit for Andres Regno. Puts runners at the corners with 2 out. Regno now 3 for 5. First pitch now to Dustin Woodcock. In there for a strike. 0-1. Justin Lewis on the mound. Woodcock 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run back in the 4th. Otters trying to keep this a 6-run ball game. Approaching the 9th. Lewis looking to rebound and put up a scoreless outing after he would allow 2 men to reach base safely via the base on balls in last night's game. So the 1-1 is in there for a strike, 1-2. Who would come back to haunt the Otters as those walks brought the tying run to the plate in the form of Andres Regno, who tied the ball game and a bat against Taylor Wright with a 3-run home run to right field. Runners at the corners, time called at the plate. 1-2 pitch, soon to be on its way. Lewis looks down. He's got his sign. The 1-2. Breaking ball taken out toward right field. Does McNamee have a read? No, it falls in front of him and gets over his head as it takes a high bounce off the turf. Scoring from third is Ty Moore as Nick Rotol. Is that right? Believe that's Dustin Woodcock, who doubles homer run to make it a 10-3 ball game. Now it's Nick Rotola. He's 2 for 3. Walked his last time. Scored a run in the 7th. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. Sails up and away from Lewis. 2 balls and no strikes on the Cornell University product. The Ivy Man, Justin Lewis. And a 2-0 misses inside. Justin Felix is able to corral it as it bounds away from behind home. 3-0. And Lewis able to get back into the count. 3 balls and 1 strike. Lewis, the Burbank, California native. And the 3-1 misses. Down 7, Justin Lewis unable to avoid the base on ball. So for Lewis, now 3 hits in the inning, 1 walk. Bases are loaded for Connor Owings, who doubled home a run his last time. First pitch, fastball in there for a strike. Lewis gets ahead. Oh, 1 to Owings. Breaking ball misses out. Count now even, 1 ball apiece from Lewis. Former Manitoba North Star in the California Winter League. Managed by the Otters' own bench coach, Boots Day. The 1-1. There's a fastball taken on the outside part of the plate for a strike, 1-2. Lewis peers down, has a sign, the 1-2 with 2 out. Slider, Owings lays off. Now count runs even, 2-2. The bases are loaded. Grizzlies up 7. Now the 2-2. And that's fouled off to the left, out of play. Otters, after tonight's game, will be looking forward to get back home to Bosse Field, the 6-game homestand against the Joliet Slammers, and then Schaumburg Boomers. 2-2. And a fastball. Lewis went upstairs, but can't seem to find a way to get Owings out. Owings entered tonight's ball game, hitting 182. 1 for 4 with a double. All 9 batters in the Grizzlies order have reached via the base hit or better. 2-2. And another foul ball. Owings actually a little angry with himself. Felt he missed a pitch, perhaps. As Lewis struggles to find the put-away pitch. Two-two. And there's a ground ball back over the pitcher's mound. J.R. Davis will throw on the run to first, and the inning comes to an end. 1 run scores off Justin Lewis, but he leaves the bases loaded. We head to the top of the 9th. Otters down by 7. Well, we'll see if they can pull it off. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
From all of us here in Evansville, happy 4th of July. Go Otters.
Happy 4th of July. Stay safe. Go Otters.
Happy 4th of July.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Carlos Vega on the mound. In the top of the ninth inning, Otters down by 7, 10-3 the score. Gateway looking to take the rubber match of this three-game series on the 4th of July. Here in front of the home crowd, who've been entertained with some fireworks of their own. Grand total of 3 home runs between both clubs. As the 1-0 is a called strike on Bryce Denton, who bats, to be followed by Josh Henderson and Justin Felix. 1-1 from Denton. And he's underneath it. Fly ball towards shallow right. Approaching the line is the right fielder Jones. He makes the catch. 1 down in the top of the ninth. Phenomenal pitching performance from Jordan Barrett. Went 6 innings, striking out 9 batters, giving up just a couple of hits. He was on point and set the tone early. Allowed his club to get off to a 4-0 lead. He left with that score. Then the Otters bullpen giving up 5 runs in the 8th. 5 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. A pretty big lead. Josh Henderson, first pitch he sees, pops up foul territory. Catcher, Andres Regno. And he gloves it, and after gloving it, goes down to a knee just to make sure he's got full possession of it. Now there are 2 gone. Otters down to their final strike tonight. They'll be back at it Tuesday against the Joliet Slammers at home for a Taco Tuesday. Fans can enjoy $2.50 or $2 tacos, $2.50 bottles of Modelo and Corona, along with walking tacos, frozen margaritas. Great night to come out to the ballpark, watch the Otters play. Here's Justin Felix. First pitch to him. This is upstairs. Felix 0 for 3. Getting the start in this one after Michael Gangwish started both games of the series as catcher. 1-0 misses high, 2 balls and no strikes. With the win, Gateway would improve to 14-22. They'd take the series. The 2-0 is cut on and missed. The Otters would drop their first series since they played the Schaumburg Boomers at home. Series that preceded an 8-game winning streak back in early June. 2-1. There's a strike outside part of the plate. 2-2 the count on Felix. Felix 0 for his last 9. 9 punch-outs. 2 out, the 2-2. And that misses up and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Otters, they're down to their final strike tonight. Carlos Vega on the mound. 2 out, the 3-2 to Felix. And he takes ball 4. It brings up Miles Gordon, who walked his last time. First pitch to Gordon. This is low and away from Vega. 6'2" right-hander, 25 years old, out of Silver City, New Mexico. Last pitched for the South Bend Cubs, A-ball affiliate of, well, obviously the Chicago Cubs. 1-0 in there. 1 ball and 1 strike on the Otters center fielder as a fireworks show begins over center field. Back beyond I-255. 1-1. That misses up and away. With 2 out, the 2-1 to Gordon. That misses in. 3 balls and 1 strike. (3-1). And a high fly ball to right field. Underneath it is Dylan Jones. A few steps to his left, and he catches it for the final out of this one. The Gateway Grizzlies take the Independence Day weekend series with a rubber match on the 4th of July. 10-3 the final. Gateway powered to this victory on a couple of home runs, one by Dustin Woodcock, another 3-run blow by Andres Regno. Picking up the win in this one is Jordan Barrett. He was excellent through his 6 innings of work, and taking the loss is Austin Gossman. The Otters bullpen tagged for 6 of the Grizzlies' 10 runs. They will head back to the drawing board before the Otters come back to it Tuesday night in Evansville at historic Bosse Field for a Taco Tuesday. 6:35 first pitch. You can come out to the ballpark, enjoy $2 tacos, $2.50 Modelo and Corona special. The Otters will look to get back to their winning ways, dropping their first series since they played the Schaumburg Boomers back in mid-June at home. Since then, they had won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive series. That run comes to an end as the Gateway Grizzlies win the rubber match at home, once again by 10-3 final. Wishing you a very happy continuation and conclusion to your 4th of July. Thank you so much for joining me, Ryan Brown, on the air tonight from Sauget, Illinois, the eastern bank of the Mississippi River, right across from the Gateway Arch in St. Louis. Hope you enjoy those fireworks shows tonight on the birthday of the United States of America, 245 years old today. Thank you for enjoying America's pastime with me tonight. Otters, once again, they look to pick it back up Tuesday night at home at Bosse Field, 6:35 first pitch. We'll be signing off the Otters Digital Network. Once again, a 10-3 final victory for the Gateway Grizzlies as they take the rubber match Tuesday night. We'll be back at it on Frontier League Live TV, 6:20 pregame show, 6:35 first pitch. Let's chat Tuesday.